edition of Stare Down MMA TV. I'm your host, James Bagley, and we're continuing our series of video rankings list, and we're going to go ahead and focus on the top 155-pound lightweight fighters in the world. We're going to go ahead and start the list off with number 10, and it's Anthony Showtime Pettis, who recently is elected to undergo some corrective surgery to correct some nagging injuries so he can get back to action. Supposed to be at around 8 weeks, which would lead us to our biggest shakeups on the list due to tonight's Bellator 66 event. We have Shinya Aoki at number 9 now because of his loss to the number 8 occupant on our list now, Eddie Alvarez, which now makes them 1-1. Rubber match has to be looming on the horizon between these two, for Aoki has the submission win over Alvarez, and now Alvarez has the TKO finish over Shinya. That brings us to Alvarez's opponent before he had Shinya Aoki, and that's Bellator lightweight champion Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler is yet to defend his title since he beat Alvarez. Coming up here at number 6 is Jim Miller, who's still yet to face Nate Diaz coming up here at the UFC on Fox 3 event. Nate Diaz actually snuck past Miller on our rankings list and has placed himself at number 5, which would lead us up to number 4, and that's Gray the Bully Maynard, who's gearing up for his clash with Clay the Carpenter Glita, who's actually one of our guys who's knocking on the door on the rankings list, and we had him at number 11. So that would take us to number 3, and that's former UFC lightweight champion who's awaiting his immediate rematch against current UFC lightweight champion Benson Henderson, which would be Frankie the Answer Edgar. Leading us into number 2 is Strikeforce lightweight champion Gilbert Melendez, who will be defending his title on May 19th and making it a trilogy against Josh the Punk Thompson, which would lead us to number 1, and that would be Benson Henderson, rounding out the list. So until next time, this is James Bagley signing off, and you guys enjoy the fights.